Hello everyone, this is Katharine's Creatures, and this is a series where I get to touch base and talk a little bit about various mythological creatures, beast, beings, and the like pulled from lore worldwide. And I always like to preface by saying that I am not a linguist, so if I mispronounce anything along the way, I apologize in advance. I do try my best. Now, today I kind of wanted to jump over to a Korean mythology, or creature from Korean mythology. And this will be the Bulgae, also sometimes called the Pulgae. I'll put the spellings down below. And this is essentially a mythical fire dog, and again from Korean myth. Now, this dog's story is just pretty entertaining. It's a cute way to describe natural phenomena, and many myths and legends like to figure out the reasoning why something happened, especially when they may not have known the science of it at the time of their societies. So this is one of those perfect examples of a myth where it describes some kind of natural phenomena, and also very reminiscent of a different mythology, but I'll get to that in the point. Okay, so the Bulgae are from essentially the kingdom of darkness, and it is their purpose to chase the sun and moon. They're the reason why eclipses occur, because anytime the dogs take a bite and try to hold on either the sun or the moon, that's when the eclipse happens. Now, strangely enough, actually, let me go a little bit about the describing. Of course, they're described as being fiery, but they're very strong, immense, very fierce in personality, and described more often than not as being also very hairy. So long, shaggy fur. And there is some kind of correlation and potential link between an actual dog breed indigenous to Korea called the Sapsali. And Sapsali translates loosely to ghost chasing dog. And if you Google Sapsali, I'll try to also remember to put that spelling down there. I did, and it was really, really cute dog. I can't envision why that would be related to being a fearsome creature, but very shaggy shepherd kind of look to it. But anywho, getting myself sidetracked. Back to the Bulgae. Okay, so the story that is theirs kind of goes like this. There are many, many realms of heaven, one of which is the dark world, also known as the world of darkness. It's called Gameng Nara. Hopefully I pronounced that right, Gameng Nara. And essentially, the king ruling Gameng Nara, the dark world, one day decided he was desirous of the sun and moon and really, really wanted them. So he sent one of his gigantic fiery dogs, after the sun to try to grab it and bring it back and retrieve the sun for him for whatever purpose he wanted it. So this dog goes out and is chasing the sun, finally grabs it, and the sun is way too hot that the dog spits out the sun and retreats, probably yelping because it was fiery and that would hurt his mouth, and returns to his master. And unfortunately, the king was not happy with the dog. So he immediately sends out a second dog, even fiercer than the last. And this one he sends to the moon, trying to be a little smart about it. And so the moon is getting chased by this giant dog, and the dog's going after it. And eventually the dog catches the moon, grabs hold of it, but the moon is so cold, so frigid, the dog drops it immediately, because if you've ever tried to chew ice, or been in a place where it's immediately like that searing cold, that's what the dog felt, dropped the moon, ran back to its master, and the king of the dark world was very angry. And so every so often, the king has not ever let go of this, and he still desires both sun and moon. So periodically he'll send out another dog, always more fiercer, more ferocious than the last, in the hopes that one day he will be able to have in his possession the sun and moon. But up to date, he has been unsuccessful. So that is the story kind of that goes around the Bulgae or the Pulgae. I thought it was just a charming way of, again, describing the phenomena of an eclipse. And I thought that was really neat. It does reminisce to me a little bit, not the same the why of it, but of the dogs, actually technically wolves, that their names are Hattie and Skull, that chase the sun and moon in Nordic myth. Of course, the purpose for Hattie and Skull is not to retrieve it for any purpose. It is to consume both sun and moon at the end of times, which is Ragnarok, and turn everything into complete blackness for all eternity. So a little different reasoning behind that story, but it is very interesting that very different mythos have chosen dog or some kind of canine creature to try to essentially fetch or hunt down the sun and moon. Anywho, if you have any questions about this for me, post them in the comments below or reach out to me through any of my social media. And until next time, everyone, Skull.